Hi, Maple, dear, you look so pretty today.
Oh, thank you, Phyllis.
Wow, Maple, they need to join an exercise program.
With our peers, we have chosen this method to gain your attention, but a formalized report could be another dimension. And on a clinical floor, we would be more formal, but in the student population, reps are totally normal.
So what is your PICO question? Why is it important?
Now to our PICO question, you must know, is about old people falling. Poor fellow. In elders, does exercise compared to not moving have an effect on fall risk improving? What makes our PICO question more important than the rest is that falls in the elderly are the leading cause of death. Falls lead to complications and poor quality of life, maybe end up in nursing homes, which is really not nice. High incidence of falls leads to high susceptibility to injury through and through. Falls cost the person and family a lot of money and the healthcare system, which is just not funny. And these falls account for 77% of elder hospital admissions. Represent 30% of people over 65 cannot always stand and end up taking a dive, and 50% above 80 appear to be recognized to fall every year. As you can see, falls need to be reduced. Answering our question will be the solution to use. The best way to do this, as we figure, is by searching through articles with lots of rigor.
What was the search process used by your group?
Initially, we searched CINAHL and PubMed, which brought us results from Medline, Cochrane, Pedro, and Ahmed. The number of studies that we decided to use came to nearly 200 from 3 systematic reviews. Due to overlap, there may be a few less, but with an unclear inclusion list, this was too hard to check.
What type of evidence did your group appraise?
What type of evidence did we appraise is such high quality you might be amazed. The papers we looked over, I can name a few, 2 RCTs and 3 systematic reviews.
What was the strength of the evidence your group looked at?
Our papers were on the top of the pyramid Selma made. Our evidence was so high, some would say 8th grade. Our papers fell under the filtered section, which means the search for bias was under detection. The strength of our evidence appears to be high across various articles, I cannot lie. Most info taken from 2 systematic reviews. We also used RCTs and a meta-analysis review too. One review says the type of exercise to prevent falls has not been figured out. An RCT says walking ain't effective, so we gotta find another route. The other articles say exercise classes with multiple dimensions, along with Tai Chi, are effective interventions. Based on our paper's strength and evidence, we are confident in the results that prove brilliant. Systematic reviews are among the highest level. They support CPG/EIPs, which are sharp as a bevel. The chance for bias in our articles is so low, it's filtered so much you don't even know. Criteria on the AmStar checklist was easily met. We are confident in our findings, so do not fret.
Based on the evidence you appraised, how would you answer your PICO question?
Based on our evidence, we conclude with confidence that exercise programs reduce fall risk and fall incidents. But if we look at specifics, results are ambiguous, optimal program details are indefinitive.
Best duration and frequency have not been shown. Ideal format and exercise type are also unknown. Lack of standardization in fall risk measurement tests contributes to the difficulty of determining the best.
So all in all, the answer to our question is that yes, exercise is effective. Exercise programs reduce fall risk, but in terms of how and to what degree, we cannot answer this.
What recommendations would you make for practice then?
Putting our 5 brains together, we came up with some suggestions. Below you're about to read our recommendations. We looked at all our evidence and appraised it all. We need to target health professionals to reduce some falls. It's time to implement interventions that are effective. Let's turn our research into a new objective. Exercise alone or with somebody, it's all the same. Our review support, they will both reach our aim. Our aim to reduce fall risk and falls. We don't need a quick fix, but something for the long haul. Interventions longer than 6 months are more effective. Just because they're shorter doesn't make them defective. To optimally measure predicted falls, there's no specific tool. It varies among studies. If it didn't, that'd be cool.
Effects of age, gender fatigue, and chronic conditions need to be assessed. Further research needs to put these aspects to the test. Our results weren't clear for those with cognitive deficits. Researchers only wanted those that their hypothesis would benefit.
My main girl, Ayla, hooked us up with some facts. She included those with dementia so they didn't fall through the cracks. We need more research, but these outcomes match the rest. Exercise will reduce fall risk and falls. There's no room to protest.
Further research is needed to be more precise. That's it from us. We've got no more advice.